Dominik Mysterio sends a message to Liv Morgan after she confirms unfortunate news about his future. Hello guys, welcome to my channel. I am Elena. Have a nice day. For the latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Dominik Mysterio sent a message to Liv Morgan after she confirmed that he would be sidelined with an injury. Mysterio and Morgan reunited at the Survivor Series Premium Live event. Morgan helped Mysterio regain the WWE Intercontinental Championship against John Cena in his final PLE match. Unfortunately for Mysterio, the double champion has suffered an injury, and Morgan confirmed the same on this week's Raw. On social media, Mysterio reacted to Morgan's photos and her message after this week's Raw. The double champion confirmed that he will soon be back on TV. "I'll be back soon," wrote Dominik Mysterio. John Cena praised Dominik Mysterio for this one major reason. John Cena has praised Dominik Mysterio for this one major reason. Speaking on the Joe Rogan Experience, the last real champion said that he was impressed with Mysterio for not being scared of trying new things on TV. He said, "I learned how to fail in those non-televised events. I could take big swings. I don't know how many people go out there and just like Dom. Like that was an example of swinging big. I'm going to fake ring the bell, right? Will people even get that? Who cares? Let's try it." He's the only one of those guys who will, or very few of those guys will stand on an idea like that. The other guys are like, "No, I want to have a good choreographed performance because I want my stuff to look good because it's on television." Cena and Mysterio crossed paths twice during Cena's retirement tour, with the veteran dethroning the youngster to win the Intercontinental Championship and completing his Grand Slam. Mysterio isn't the only Judgment Day member currently injured. His stablemate, JD McDonough, is also sidelined, meaning that Finn Balor is the only active male member of the faction at the moment. Liv Morgan Dominik Mysterio's WWE relationship to end in 2026? What does the future hold for Liv Morgan and Dominik Mysterio's WWE romance in 2026? Following his heel turn, Dirty Dom entered a romantic relationship with Rhea Ripley as he joined the Judgment Day. Nevertheless, he turned on Mommy at SummerSlam last year to side with her arch-rival, Liv Morgan. Since then, the Intercontinental Champion and the former Women's World Champion have become WWE's most prominent couple. Despite their public displays of loyalty, many fans and experts continue to anticipate their potential breakup. Will Liv Morgan, Dominik Mysterio turn on each other? WWE analyst answers, speaking on his Not Some Wrestling podcast. WWE analyst Sam Roberts discussed the potential plans for Liv Morgan and Dominik Mysterio in 2026. The 42-year-old predicted that the couple would turn babyface together and would not turn on each other, unlike many anticipate. "My third prediction is that Dominik Mysterio and Liv Morgan will turn babyface as a unit. I don't want to see Liv turn on Dominik." She could. I don't think that you need to do that. I want to see Liv Morgan and Dominik Mysterio turn babyface. I think that is going to happen in 2026. If you use any quotes from this article, please credit original source and then HT with a link back to TJR Wrestling for the transcription. Liv Morgan breaks the internet with "So Hot" photo shoot dedicated to Dominik. Mysterio Liv Morgan has shown her support for her on-screen WWE boyfriend, Dominik Mysterio, with a stunning photo shoot. The former Women's World Champion suffered a legitimate shoulder injury earlier this year, which sidelined her for several months. At Survivor Series, Morgan made a shocking return to help Dirty Dom defeat John Cena and recapture the Intercontinental Championship. Just a few weeks after her comeback, Morgan's on-screen boyfriend suffered a shoulder injury himself during a tag team match at AAA Guerra de Titanes. The Judgment Day member was later pulled from WWE's live tour. Liv Morgan's supportive message to Dominik Mysterio. Last night on Raw, Liv Morgan confirmed that Dominik Mysterio was injured and would be out of action for a significant time. She later took to Instagram to show her support for her on-screen boyfriend with a stunning photo shoot. The former Women's World Champion pledged her forever loyalty to Dirty Dom in her caption. Several current and former WWE stars, including Nikita Lyons, Lola Vice, Jackie Redmond, Lana, and JoJo Offerman, reacted to the post. Meanwhile, Nikki Bella revealed in the comments that she witnessed Morgan taking the photos live, stating that it was so hot. Liv Morgan's stalker case takes another surprising twist. Liv Morgan's chilling stalker case has taken a new turn, and it's for the worse. A man named Sean Chan, 41 years of age, was seen circling Liv Morgan's property on May 30th, 4 days after arriving in Morgan's hometown of Orlando, Florida. Surveillance cameras caught him looking under the doormat on the porch, presumably for a spare key. The suspect was seen to be holding an air rifle pellet gun. After remaining in the premises for another couple of hours, he left a note near some packages for Morgan, which read, "Being wronged by members of an online gaming community. I came here to pay just a friendly visit, nothing more. Yeah, I just wanted to let you know that I was here." The note also contained Chan's home address. Chan is an obsessive stalker who believes that he has a personal connection or relationship with Morgan when, in reality, it isn't true. Chan was arrested a few days later, on June 3rd, when he paid a visit to the WWE Performance Center. He was recognized by security staff who matched his face to the surveillance footage. Liv Morgan, who was out of town, tried to keep the issue private and continued to make appearances in WWE. After her shoulder injury rehabilitation, she returned to the Stamford-based promotion at Survivor Series War Games in November. Liv Morgan's stalker claims he was insane with a new doctor's report. The Liv Morgan stalker case was to head to trial on January 26, 2026, but Chan has filed a notice to pursue an insanity defense. The filing came on December 23, 2025, and puts the original trial date in question. According to Pew Insider, Chan's attorneys submitted a motion under Federal Rule of Criminal Procedure 12.2b, which allows for the introduction of expert testimony supporting a claim of insanity. The defense retained a Dr. Michelle Ayala to examine the accused on October 17th, but Ayala had to cancel for personal reasons and eventually examined him on October 24, 2025. According to the motion, after reviewing the discovery and meeting with Mr. Chan, defense counsel came to believe that additional investigation of his mental status was necessary to defend him on the merits. Accordingly, on September 5, 2025, counsel retained Dr. Michelle Ayala to examine Mr. Chan for diminished capacity and insanity. Dr. Ayala scheduled an examination of Mr. Chan for October 17, 2025, but had to cancel for personal reasons. She conducted the examination on October 24, 2025. Following the examination, Dr. Ayala provided a 10-page report with her findings, claiming that Sean Chan was delusional and insane at the time of the offense. On December 22, 2025, Dr. Ayala provided counsel with the attached 10-page single-spaced report. Dr. Ayala finds that Mr. Chan suffers from an acute delusional disorder that causes him to believe he is in a romantic relationship with the alleged victim. Dr. Ayala concludes that Mr. Chan was insane at the time of the offense. Prosecutors argued that Chan's decision to go this route was untimely and that the court should ignore it, as all parties are now beyond the time frame for this to be introduced to the case. Chan quote. The attorneys argued in their motion that the court should allow the filing. stating that because of the delay in obtaining a report from Dr. Ayala and the error in the court scheduling order constitute good cause. They also argued, finally, good cause exists to file the required notice late. Counsel acted diligently to investigate Mr. Chan's mental status. The delay was caused by Dr. Ayala's schedule and the need to complete the report. Given the thoroughness of Dr. Ayala's examination and report, a delay of this sort is to be expected. In any event, the defense could not have complied with the court's deadline because it passed before Mr. Chan was indicted. Meanwhile, Liv Morgan was seen on Monday Night Raw on December 29th, going about her work as usual as part of the Judgment Day faction. She also returned to in-ring action after 6 months at a recent live show. Dominik Mysterio to Liv Morgan, "I'll be back soon." Dominik Mysterio has assured Liv Morgan that he will be back soon after stepping away from WWE with an injury. Dominik Mysterio has assured Liv Morgan that he will be back soon after stepping away from WWE with an injury. On the December 29th edition of WWE Monday Night Raw, Dominik was notably absent from the show, with Liv Morgan noting he would be away for a bit due to his injury, with it being confirmed later in the show that he would be out indefinitely. The injury that led to him being out of action for the time being took place at AAA Guerra de Titanes. In a new social media post on December 29th, Dominik Mysterio assured Liv Morgan in a quote tweet that he would be back to WWE soon, along with an Austin Powers gif. Injured Dominik, Mysterio resurfaces with a promise to Liv Morgan. After her saucy post Liv Morgan's post dedicated to Dominik, Mysterio caused the injured star to resurface on social media. Dominik Mysterio was recently rumored to be injured during his most recent tag team match at AAA Guerra de Titanes in Mexico on December 20th. During the show, he unsuccessfully teamed up with El Grande Americano against Rey Fenix and Rey Mysterio, and reports later emerged that he sustained a shoulder injury. The unfortunate news was officially made on this week's Monday Night Raw. In a backstage segment, Liv Morgan shared that the Judgment Day was undergoing some tough times, as not only is JD McDonough currently out of action due to an injury, but Dominik is as well. This was later confirmed on commentary, who noted that Mysterio will be out of action indefinitely. Despite Dom's absence, Liv still wanted to ensure that her partner's presence would remain with her after posting a Daddy Dom necklace on social media with the caption, "Daddy Dom till death." The Intercontinental Champion clearly appreciated this gesture in his reply, stating that he would be back soon, and a gif saying that Morgan should behave. Dominik Mysterio, expected to be back soon for major WWE Premium Live event. Fortunately for Liv Morgan, it looks like she doesn't have to wait long before reuniting with a fellow Judgment Day member. In a recent report from Dave Meltzer of the Wrestling Observer Radio, Dominik Mysterio fortunately wouldn't require surgery for his condition. Due to this, he is not expected to be out of action for a long time and might recover in 3-4 weeks, which is also beneficial for him as the Intercontinental and AAA Megan champion. With this in mind, he might be able to return for the Royal Rumble on January 31st in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Liv Morgan shares first comments after WWE in-ring return. Former WWE Women's World Champion Liv Morgan has shared her first comments following her return to the ring. After a 6-month in-ring hiatus, Liv Morgan made her in-ring return from injury during the December 27th WWE Holiday Tour live event in Tampa, Florida. Morgan's first match back saw her defeat Lyra Valkyria on a show which also featured the likes of Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, AJ Styles, Gunther, and CM Punk in action. WWE has now shared a video of Liv Morgan leaving the ring following her return match. In the video, Morgan stated, "This match marked Liv Morgan's first in-ring outing since suffering a separated shoulder injury on the June 16th edition of WWE Raw in a match against Kairi Sane." For the latest Liv Morgan updates and news stories, click here. If you use this transcription, please credit WrestleTalk.com and link back to this page. WWE News: Dominik Mysterio, injury update following shoulder injury, Via Wrestling, December 30th, 2025, 6:47 p.m. As previously reported, WWE Intercontinental Champion and AAA Mega Champion Dirty Dominik Mysterio of the Judgment Day sustained a shoulder injury during his tag team match at AAA Guerra de Titan. In this match, he teamed up with El Grande Americano to face his father, WWE Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio and Rey Fenix. During last night's episode of WWE Raw, Liv Morgan informed Raquel Rodriguez in a backstage segment that Dominik Mysterio is out for a little bit. Later in the show, commentator Joe Tessitore confirmed that Mysterio is out indefinitely due to his injury. There are currently no updates on whether WWE or AAA will vacate his titles, nor is there information on when he might return to action. Updates will be provided as they become available. New report reveals timeline for Dominik Mysterio's return from injury. The current Intercontinental Champion has been sidelined with a shoulder injury. When will Dominik Mysterio return to the ring in WWE? The current Intercontinental Champion and AAA Mega Champion has been sidelined due to an injury that he suffered in a tag team match at AAA Guerra de Titanes. Dominik teamed with El Grande Americano in a losing effort against Rey Mysterio, and Rey Fenix. WWE provided a vague update on the status of Dirty Dom on this week's Raw, with Liv Morgan telling the Judgment Day faction that he was out indefinitely. Raw commentator Joe Tessitore stated that Dominik sustained a shoulder injury, but didn't mention a timeline for his return. However, it seems there is now more clarity on when the champion could be back in the ring. According to Dave Meltzer on Wrestling Observer Radio, Dominik does not need surgery and is expected back within the next several weeks. What I was told today is that they're looking at 3 to 4 weeks, so it's not a long-term thing, Meltzer said. He should be back for the Rumble. The timeline is fluid, but 3 to 4 weeks is the number he got from the doctors. Added that the hope within WWE is that Dominik will be cleared by the week of the Royal Rumble, which takes place on January 31st at the Kingdom Arena in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Dominik regained the Intercontinental Championship from John Cena at Survivor Series last month, thanks to an assist from the returning Morgan. He won the AAA Mega Championship by defeating El Hijo del Vikingo at Worlds Collide back in September. Trouble brewing with Dominik Mysterio and Judgment Day? Morgan's return has introduced some interesting dynamics into the Judgment Day faction. Roxanne Perez became a central figure in the group after Morgan was injured in June, and both women having unique relationships with Dominik could be a key story moving forward. There has also been a clear power struggle between all the top members of Judgment Day, and how Dominik and Liv play off of Finn Balor is another intriguing development to watch. Even if Dominik is out of action for another month, there is plenty for WWE to work with given all the intertwining stories. Will Perez try to lure Dominik away from Morgan? What is Balor's next move as the self-proclaimed leader? And does Morgan have something different in mind? It seems obvious that Dominik has a lot to think about while he's out of action. Dominik Mysterio. To avoid surgery, return time frame revealed. There is a positive update regarding the injury status of Dominik Mysterio following a scary situation earlier this month. While WWE announced during Monday Night Raw that the Intercontinental Champion is out of action indefinitely, new reports suggest the situation is not as dire as initially feared. Dave Meltzer of the Wrestling Observer provided an update on Mysterio's condition, revealing that the Judgment Day member will not require surgery for his injured shoulder. Dominik Mysterio, he found out that he does not need surgery, Meltzer reported. What I was told today is that they're looking at 3-4 weeks, so it's not a long-term thing. Meltzer also provided a potential target date for his return to the ring, which aligns with one of the biggest events of the year. He should be back for the Rumble, Meltzer said. The timeline is fluid, but 3-4 weeks is the number he got from the doctors. The injury occurred on December 20th at Ebole's Guerra de Titanes event in Guadalajara, Mexico. Dominik was competing in a tag team match, partnering with El Grande Americano against Rey Fénix and his father, Rey Mysterio. The injury reportedly happened in the closing moments of the match when Dominik took a DDT from Rey Mysterio. Fans in attendance noted that Dominik immediately favored his arm and appeared unable to lift it following the spot. Despite the injury, he finished the match, which concluded with Rey Mysterio pinning him after interference from Penta. Brian Alvarez of the Wrestling Observer initially reported that the injury was believed to be a separated shoulder dot. WWE had already pulled Dominik from the post-Christmas holiday live event tour as a precaution. The Royal Rumble is scheduled to take place on Saturday, January 31st, 2026, in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. If you use any portion of the quotes from this article, please credit Dave Meltzer and Wrestling Observer Radio with a HEHT to WrestlingNews.co for the transcription. You can listen to the show on the Wrestling Observer website. New WWE Intercontinental Champion to replace Dominik Mysterio. The future status of the Intercontinental Championship, in light of Dominik Mysterio's recent injury update, remains unknown. However, if he were to end up vacating the title, there are a host of worthy potential next champions who could seize the big opportunity. Here are 7 new WWE Intercontinental Champions that could replace Dominik Mysterio if he is forced to vacate the title. An exciting potential new Intercontinental Champion could be the megastar LA Knight. While LA Knight had a stellar run on SmackDown with the United States Championship, he has so far failed in his attempts to capture a title on WWE Raw. Potentially able to take the opportunity to take over the vacated IC title, Knight could utilize Dirty Dom's injury to stake his claim on Netflix. Able to feud with any of the top heels on the brand, it could end up becoming a vicious fight out between the Vision and LA Knight over maintaining control over the title. Dominik Mysterio, pulled from WWE live event amid injury, concerned Dominik. Mysterio was officially removed from WWE's December 26th live event in Baltimore, fueling concern that his recent in-ring injury might be more serious than fans hoped. The Judgment Day member was originally scheduled to team with Liv Morgan in a mixed tag match against Rey Mysterio and Rhea Ripley. But when Showtime arrived, that match was nowhere on the card. Instead, Rey Mysterio kicked off the event in a singles match against Grayson Waller, with Dominik completely absent. One fan took to Twitter and confirmed the change, making it clear that the match getting scrapped lends credence to the reports that Dominik was injured last week. Hate to break it to everyone, but it looks like the match was scrapped. It's Rey versus Grayson Waller opening up the show. Lends credence to the rumor that Dom was injured in Law. This aligned with what was reported last week. According to Brian Alvarez, the shoulder injury happened during the final moments of Dominik's tag match at ACLA's Guerra de Titanes event on December 20th, where he teamed with El Grande Americano against Rey Mysterio and Rey Fénix Dom injured his shoulder, taking the DDT from his dad near the end of